this programme has been amazing. It's been even better than I'd expected. I had high hopes, but they have been exceeded.
First of all, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's a very, very nice program. Certainly have enjoyed it and have learned a lot.
I've really enjoyed the programme. I feel as though it's allowed me some time for reflection and creative space.
And this space is crucial in enabling me to align what really matters to me, both for my personal growth and professional development.
Quite often in the academic career, we're always thinking what's next. Sometimes we can lose the bigger picture, why we're doing this. And this space gave me the opportunity to look at the bigger picture.
And actually talk to people outside my discipline, which forces you to explain your ideas in a different way.
I guess access to a community of researchers who I otherwise wouldn't have met, even though they are working in the building next to mine or down the corridor.
Understand more about how the university functions.
The biggest gain from this programme was to talk to other people within the university that you don't generally get access to.
So for me, the biggest thing was being able to connect with people from lots of different disciplines and to really hear what's going on around the university. It's such an honour.
The first and the notable thing is the coaching that you get along with the program.
I think the aspect of coaching is really quite important.
The one-on-one time with the coach has also felt like a committed space in which to have really helpful conversations.
Those were absolutely amazing. My coach is wonderful.
I mean, they won't tell you what to do exactly, but they will lead you to the right decision, and that was quite helpful.
I also love the activities that made us reflect on how we make use of our time.
Another thing that I think has been helpful has been recognition of common challenges, actually.
It was refreshing to know that I'm not the only one and that I'm not doing time particularly badly.
And more importantly, how we can make small adjustments to get more from what we are able to control.
Some of the problems that we need to deal with on a day-to-day basis are really discipline specific, but I think a larger number of them are common to all of us as researchers as we sort of juggle competing priorities.
Another point of key learning for me was getting more confident in being able to say no and being able to prioritise more efficiently and to honour my current commitments so that I don't overload and overwork myself.
Being able to carve that time out has been brilliant.
One of the key learnings for me has been that it's okay that things don't always go well, and being able to share that can help.
Key learnings from the Talent Lab is, again, that institutions are made of people.
It was great to spend time with colleagues, share our experiences and how we're trying to develop as research leaders.
That was fantastic.
I love the fact that the programme exists, the fact that we are not just assumed to be able to get on with handling our own research lives and dealing with the problems that we encounter, but we're actually being encouraged proactively to think about them on quite a large canvas and being given the support to do that, and that's something I really appreciate.
I think it's really useful, especially for women and for underrepresented groups, about helping us kind of articulate what we think and take up space in the academy.
This feels like something you couldn't easily get elsewhere.
Really to think about what is the next big idea, hearing from other people how they approach their idea.
Research culture is something we are all responsible for creating.
Who they talk to, who they want to influence, it's invaluable. It's fantastic. I would immediately do this again.
We sometimes think of research culture as being in isolation in a school or an institute or a unit. But if we think about it as an organisation, research culture is about the one university. And it's been a real privilege to meet other people from right across the university.
The way in which we lead, the way in which we think about how to support junior scholars in our teams and around us in our subject areas, that's research culture.
I'd like to continue my work in collaborating with video game developers and creative teams, making immersive worlds that are inclusive, authentic, inspiring, and beautiful.
Well, something that I've really got from the course has been about how to transfer day-to-day leadership skills into my research and feel more confident in doing that. So I guess for me it's working with those strategies.
I'm likely to dedicate the rest of my career to advancing equity in all of its forms in education.
So it's been really invaluable for me. I've just got a funding grant in. I really don't think I would have done this without this program.
So the next steps for me is around building a different kind of network and using that network to approach funding from different sources and potentially even funding from outside the traditional academic sources, and then use those opportunities to advance the research that I want to advance.
What this programme has been really helpful in providing me with are the tools so that I don't burn out along the way, because I still have a long time yet in this career.
I'm in this programme to learn, to refocus on my priorities, to learn from others, to learn from my peers, so that I can create an inclusive leadership style that's a brilliant work environment for my colleagues, for my team members.